Kiyotaka Ayanokouji attends Tokyo Metropolitan Advanced Nurturing High School, a high school with a 100% college entry and employment rate. The government-funded institution's details are unknown. The school has classes A through D, with A at the top. Upon departing the bus, he's greeted by another student he gazed at when nobody gave up their seat. One student tries to get everyone to introduce themselves because the teacher hasn't arrived. Ayanokouji's before SAE Chabashira 1D's homeroom teacher advises that students should stay on campus. Her student gets 100,000 points each month instead of money. 1 point equals 1 yen. She says merit determines everything. During errands, he runs across the same female, Suzune Horikita. Besides two quiet loners, the class forms groups. Kyoushitsu Kushida, who wants to befriend everyone, requests Ayanokouji to help Suzune. As soon as she realizes Kushida's plot, she flees. The class mostly ignores their coursework for points. On May 1st, nobody gets points for their actions. D class can move higher, but it's already last. Expulsion for another failing exam. Suzune buys Ayanokouji lunch. She explains why 3 low-scoring students won't join the study group. She uses his lunch debt as leverage. Her ambition is a class. Ken Koudo, Kanji Ike, and Haruki Yamachi decline to join Ayanokouji's study group. Without many options, he contacts Kushida to convince them. She agrees to join the study group. Suzune denies involvement before he can explain. Koudo refuses to interact with Suzune in their first session to enhance his basketball career. Ayanokouji overhears a dispute between Suzune and her older brother, the student council president, and intervenes before he can assault her. He steps down after realizing Ayanokouji achieves 50% on every test, including admittance examinations. He claims it's a coincidence. After Manabu leaves, they give each other pseudo answers. Suzune wants the study group dissolved. Class D performs better than other freshmen despite this. Suzune is suspicious about Ayanokouji's motives. 3 Class C students were harassing Koudo after hearing about his possible expulsion. Hanami threatens to report the instigators before things escalate. After seeing what happened, Koudo refuses to learn with Ayanokouji. So, he begs an upper year D class for copies of his first-year tests, offering 10,000 points and eventually settling for 15,000. As she passes out copies, Ayanokouji asks Kushida to take credit. Koudo loses by 1 point. Ayanokouji accompanies Chabashira on a smoke break before Koudo's deportation. He remembers her claiming everything at school is buyable with points and offering to buy Koudo's extra mark. $100,000. Suzune emerges behind him and offers to pay half, but no one in D class has ever moved ahead. Ayanokouji's dorm is celebrated that night. Suzune looks agitated when asked how he changed the teacher's opinion. Kushida uses his phone. Ayanokouji observes her kicking a railing and cursing Suzune while returning it, creating contempt for her. Kushida threatens him with sexual assault if he reveals her identity. He wonders if her unusual cheerfulness is an act after he accepts and insists she can trust him. Class 1B's Hanami is lauded for boosting test scores. She wants Class A like Suzune. Ayanokouji is confined in an elevator with Kushida and Suzune, remembering their terrible encounter. Before class, Hanami greets Kushida and Suzune wonders if Class D got their points yet. Hanami urges Ayanokouji to be her boyfriend later. She doesn't know how to reject the letter writer. He says he's her friend when she arrives. After apologizing, Hanami owes him 1. Class D won't get points until they resolve a previous day's incident. 3 Class C basketball players attacked Koudo. Self-defense, he says. Without a witness, D class will lose another month of points before the hearing next week. Hanami approaches Ayanokouji, Kushida, and Koudo's friends after posting on message boards without success. She tells him she's returning the favor and helps find witnesses. Hanami's classmate gets an anonymous tip about one of Koudo's attackers. Ayanokouji finds her huge amount while trying to pay them discreetly using Hanami's phone. Ayanokouji's roommates are Kushida and Koudo. Purported key duplication. Suzune observes the shoes after knocking and almost departs before voicing her worries regarding Sakura. The next day, when confronted, she panics, drops her camera, denies knowing anything, and flees away. Sakura, Ayanokouji, and Kushida get the camera fixed. Ayanokouji utilizes his fax to calm the clerk when she asks her to fill out a contact form. Sakura claims she can't see anything in Kushida's eyes when he leaves them alone. Kushida presents Ayanokouji internet model photos they think are Sakura. Given this, he discovered her spectacles were phony. Suzune feels annoyed by his presence. Manabu holds the hearing after class. Class C's damages outweigh Koudo's. Their charges and scenario are off. Ayanokouji makes Suzune defend her classmate in front of Sakura. Class C's teacher isn't deterred by her photo. He negotiates. Suzune insists on Sudo's innocence. Class C premeditated. Manabu thinks one side is lying. If neither can verify their assertions, he'll decide the next day and consider expulsion. Manabu assumes Ayanokouji and Sakura had a plot, suggesting Sakura's story was a fabrication. Manabu almost punches Ayanokouji as he says he trusts what she says. Ayanokouji dodges Sakura and Manabu's secretary and says he'll wait. Sakura finds photos of herself in her mailbox and sobs. Ayanokouji and Suzune learn that the stairwell where the incident happened had no cameras. They arranged a meeting with 3 Class C pupils by hiding cameras in the stairwell. The student council allegedly tested them and didn't mention it. It works, and the 3 recant. Ayanokouji receives a worried call from Sakura after returning the dummy cameras he borrowed from Hanami. The store clerk is stalking her. Ayanokouji and Hanami block his exits and call the police. Shabashira confronts Suzune on the roof about the withdrawal. Teacher refuses to answer and warns her about Ayanokouji. Rejects take D class. Why can someone hide their skills? Manabu congratulates Ayanokouji, but insists it was Suzune's idea. Manabu offers him a student council secretary position, but he declines. Suzune appears, seemingly overhearing. Class C's leader punishes 3 pupils for failing to expel Pseudo. He demands the thief's name. He assures Class A's leader he'll get her too. 1. School ruler. Suzune accuses Ayanokouji of manipulating everything while walking together in the rain. She presses him, eager to know who he is. This triggers a flashback to him as a child in an institution as another child collapses. He promises Suzune help provided she doesn't delve into his life. Suzune ignores Ayanokouji's calls during summer vacation until she decides to go to the pool. Pseudo, Kanji, Haruki, and their boss Hideo meet the night before to prepare an infiltration. Hideo watches the pool from a window while using walkie-talkies and hand signals. Haruki, disguised as a janitor, blocks the volleyball court. Kakeru and his Class C lackeys enter the changing rooms, changing their intentions. Pseudo interrupts them so Kanji can escape. Hideo tells Ayanokouji about the plan, so he has Suzune give a statement about Class C becoming Class A from the top diving board. This draws locals. After Kanji escapes, Ayanokouji tells Suzune to remove the SD cards from the cameras. After she denies having fun, he pushes her in. Class D kids were splashed. Later, he sends her a group photo that makes her grin when she's in bed.
For more anime recap, click here to subscribe and watch more. Thanks for watching.